what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlogs, and as always I appreciate all the love and support. In today's video we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons why you should buy yourself a CAMARO ZL1. Let's go. All right, you guys, so this is my 2018 CAMARO ZL1. If you're new to the channel, I just got this car on July 1st this year of 2021, and I'm super excited. I do have another Camaro in there known as Optimus Prime, and that's a whole nother story. I'll make sure I leave a card up top so that way you guys can check out Optimus. We're going to talk about reason number 1, and we're going to work our way from the inside of the car out. Reason number 1. For the CAMARO ZL1, it's going to come with these amazing Recaro seats. Now, these seats are heated and cooled seats, and there is a button over there that you can press. The whole center of the seat right here, you'll feel it cool down, which here in Arizona we definitely need. And these seats are super comfortable. If you have never sat in a CAMARO ZL1 before, make sure you guys sit in a ZL1, and I'm telling you, it just hugs you. These seats just are very comfortable, very sporty, and it does feel like you're in a muscle car for sure. With these seats, you're very comfortable, and you do also get this option right here with the red belts. And if you get a chance to get a ZL1, try to get it where it has that option with that red belt. There's just something about it. It just goes with the rest of the seats right here, the red pinstriping and all that good stuff. Now, these seats are, again, they're Recaro. Got the ZL1 logo right there in the middle. They're Alcantara in the middle, and then leather on the sides. And then when you look inside the car, this inside is just absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is not the factory steering wheel. This steering wheel is aftermarket, and I'll make sure I leave a link in the description where you guys can get yours. Carbon Add-on sells this steering wheel, and so does Wildhammer Motorsports. They both sell the steering wheel, and I did add the carbon fiber paddles right here for the shifters, which are red from Carbon Add-ons, so I can just kind of contrast the rest of the steering wheel. What I do like about this interior is at nighttime, all of this stuff right here lights up. The dash is digital, so the key is in my pocket. So if I hold my foot on the brake and then I hit this start button right there, it'll go ahead and light up right there on the dash. My Link. It's going to have the navigation system in it also, so that way if you're traveling, you put your navi in right here, the address, all that good stuff. You don't have to sit there and mess with it on your cell phone. This is the 10-speed automatic, which I absolutely love. At the same time, with these cars, the dash is going to be Alcantara. The door panels and everything are going to be mixed with Alcantara, and it has that LED strip right here, which you can change the colors on there to whatever pretty much color you want. The options are going to be in the My Link on the radio, and then right here it's going to have some Alcantara, and again for your legs as well, so that way if you're, you know, really tall or something like that. I'm 6 foot tall, so I find myself always putting my knee either right here or on the other side, which it has a pad on there too. It has Alcantara on there too. So, and it does come with the Bose sound system. The nice thing about the ZL1s is they all have them. They all have the Bose sound system. They all have the Recaro seats. It's up to you if you're gonna get a 10-speed automatic or you're gonna get a manual 6-speed. Even with the manual 6-speed, it's absolutely amazing because you have that no lift shift feature where you hit the gas, you don't take your foot off the gas, you just shift by pushing down on the clutch and change gears, but your foot is on the gas the entire time. It's crazy with the ZL1. This one is going to be number 1. Reason number 1, you're going to have comfort. You're going to have your back seats also. Now, people will say with the back seats, there's not a lot of room back there where you can put your feet and all that good stuff, which is true. I do have friends that have kids, and they'll put their kids back there in the back seat and all that good stuff with the little baby seat, and it works just fine. Obviously, when they get older, it is what it is. I don't expect to have that kind of room back there. What I like about the Camaro is the fact that you feel like you're tucked in. It's like the car is just hugging you into your place, and everything is about the driver. Everything is pointing towards the driver's side, and that's what I love. If I wanted to have a lot more room, then I go get myself a CTSV sedan, you know, Cadillac, which has the same exact motor and supercharger and has more room. I opted in for this because this, to me right here, is what I was looking for, and I wanted more of that tight feeling, of that comfort look, of that comfort feel of a muscle car, and the CAMARO ZL1 is definitely that. Now, I also don't want to forget another feature with the ZL1 is it has different modes on here. The ZL1 1LE is a track edition. This one here is more of a street edition slash track edition. This is like an all-around car for me personally. That's just my opinion. You can select your modes and change them on your dash. So if I hit this mode button, you're gonna see right now I'm in sport mode, because you can see that S down there on the bottom right here. You can see that little S. So if I hit that little button, you'll see it's gonna go ahead and put me in track mode. And when it does that, it's gonna make the steering wheel much tighter, the suspension tightens up, you can feel it 100%. And then if it's, you know, you live in a Four Seasons state and you got snow or anything like that, that feature right there that you saw, let me go ahead and click it again, is snow and ice. I usually put that if it's gonna start raining here in Arizona, I'll put that also. And then of course you have your sport mode, which is like your daily driving around. So when you put it in track mode, it makes the suspension definitely way more stiff. So you can feel it, it's more bumpy. But again, that's track mode. And then sport mode is a little bit of both. And what I mean by both is if you click it up one more time, you're gonna go into touring mode. If you want that super comfortable mode, I'm telling you, you don't even feel like you're driving a ZL1 when you're in tour mode. It's just very comfortable. You barely feel the bumps. This does have the Magna Ride, so the suspension in this car absolutely tracks everything that's going on the pavement when you're driving around. And you put it in tour mode, you're definitely gonna feel that. Now, there is another feature in here which is hidden, right? The way you can turn it on is by pushing the buttons to turn it on, which I'll show you. Or if you happen to do a pull or something like that, right, and you're just like this where you don't have launch control off or anything like that, you maybe have it in sport mode, it'll automatically go into performance mode. When it goes into performance mode and you're slowing down, it downshifts for you. The car will downshift for you, and it is absolutely amazing. The first time it did that for me, I was shocked. I didn't even expect that, and the car did it. Now, when you want to go into performance mode and you want to go a little bit further inside of the system of the performance mode, you want to make sure you have it either in sport or you have it in track mode, not in touring mode or in ice, snow and ice. You want to have it either in sport or in track. Right now I got it in track mode, and if I click this button right here 2 times, you'll see it light up again, and then right there it just went into performance mode. Now in performance mode, you'll notice that launch control light came on as well over there on the left side, and then right here in the middle it gave me some options. So if I double click it again, it's going to turn off. Double click it again, it's going to bring it back on. Now when it brings it back on, you have wet, you have dry, you have sport mode 1, you have sport mode 2, and then you have race mode. Now you put this thing in race mode, that means you have full control of everything in the car when it comes to the suspension and all that stuff. There is way more features in that dash to cover. It would literally take about 45 minutes to cover everything that this car comes with, because you can even go into the actual settings in this and go into performance mode right there on the top left. And when you go there, man, it counts down the G-force, and then you can get into 0 to 60 and time yourself. You can go around the lap and time yourself. Man, this thing has it all. I'm telling you right now, you can even select what you want your limited slip differential to be on here. How much do you want it to change by? It is absolutely amazing, which is right there with that feature. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, it has so many features. When it comes to the performance suspension in this car, it is a whole nother ball game when it comes to it. Unbelievable. And I feel like that little performance mode section is like hidden, because if you don't double click this and even think about doing that, you're gonna think, yep, I'm in track mode and I'm good to go. But all in all, if you double click that button right there, it's gonna take you into performance mode, and you can go into race mode on top of it all and change the limited slip differential percentage. It is unbelievable. Amazing. GM absolutely killed it on this one, and they did an amazing job. That's why, again, you should buy yourself a ZL1. All right, you guys, so let's dive right into reason number 2 why you should buy yourself a CAMARO ZL1. It comes with these wheels on every single ZL1 that you find from the factory. It automatically comes with these 20-inch wheels. The back are 20 by 11 and the front are 20 by 10. They do have 285 30/20s on the front and 305 30/20s on the back. Now, what I like about that option is sometimes when you buy a car, it comes with different trim levels and you might have different wheels. So you got everything else around the car the way you wanted, but then the wheels, you couldn't get them the way you actually wanted. And now you have to either opt in to pay for those or try to find somebody who's selling theirs, or maybe do a swap or something like that. So with the ZL1, they automatically come with these wheels, and then they come with those massive Brembo brakes. Those are absolutely amazing, and those are 2-piece rotors in the front. Those are 6 piston in the front, 4 pistons in the back. And man, let me tell you, this thing stops when you hit those brakes. That is another nice feature to have, because you don't have to sit there and upgrade like I did on my other Camaro. I upgraded to the Brembo brakes because I didn't have them on that one. Now the V8 SS does have those, but these ones are huge. They're not 4 piston, they're 6 piston in the front. That caliper is absolutely gigantic. Very, very nice setup. I love that feature right there, that it comes with the car. So it's very hard for me to swap those wheels out, man. I've been looking at other wheels to possibly change these from, to go to the new set and go wider, but I really like the design of this wheel. I mean, they just blend perfectly with the car, but we'll see how it goes. So that is reason number 2. And reason number 3, we're gonna play no games with that one. The reason number 3 is because of the design of the Camaro ZL1 is absolutely menacing. That front end right there, that opening on that lower grille, allows all the air to get to the radiator to make sure that supercharger stays cool. And man, that design is just aggressive. And plus, it comes with that flow type feature. Chevy decided to make sure to add that one with the ZL1. They first introduced that with the Z28, the 5th gen Z28, the 2014, 2015, and they brought it over to the ZL1. The amount of heat exchangers that this car has is insane. It works its way all around the car, and Chevy made sure that this car right here was going to stay cool at that performance that it comes with that high horsepower from factory. I do love this design as well with the hood. Now this design here with the hood, with the mosaic black, it came painted. You do have that option if you wanted to have that piece right here in the center to be all carbon fiber, which you could find some of these black ZL1s come with that feature. This one right here didn't, and I really like it because it's just all gloss black on the entire car. And I put that add-on right there on the front lip with the APR performance. When you work your way around, the design of the car, the airflow, everything just functions exactly how they tell you it does with the car. It is a little bit shorter than my 5th gen. Also, the back of the car is nice and sleek. These taillights are not original. Those are aftermarket taillights. And I can leave a link where you can get those taillights as well. I wanted to add these on because I wanted to do the conversion of the 2019 design, which I do like the 2017, 2016, 2018 design as well. I was actually debating on trying to find the actual original 1LE taillights to go ahead and throw them back on here. Now, at the same time, when you work your way around on here, you're going to have your backup camera. And another nice feature that this has that my other Camaro doesn't is you can actually open the trunk with the button right here, and you push it and the trunk will pop open. The other one doesn't have that feature, and this one does. And I was very excited to have that because I always had to either open the door and push the button to open my other Camaro's trunk, or use my key fob. And in this case with this, it's back there just under that bumper. And I mean, look at that stance right there. That is just absolutely gorgeous. Let me brighten it up a little. Look at that right there. Very, very nice setup all the way around. I love the design of the mirrors. They changed those too. Now this is a carbon fiber overlay on top of this. It's all gloss black. That's from Carbon Add-ons as well. I just kind of wanted to match it, so I did the carbon mirrors, the carbon antenna, and the Auto Addicts USA ZL1 1LE design, which is full carbon fiber, and the legs as well, the pedestals as well. All right, now that we covered the inside of the car, the outside of the car, the performance suspension of the car, let's cover the actual motor of the car, which is my favorite part out of the whole thing. Now what you're looking at is a 6.2 liter LT4 V8 supercharged with warranty from factory. And I'm sure you've heard this before, 650 horsepower, 650 pounds of torque. I already added the Rotofab intake on there, and I do got other plans for it with the Rotofab intake. I appreciate them a lot. They sponsored this build and took care of me on the Rotofab intake, which I highly recommend. It just wakes up that supercharger. You can hear that whine from far, and also came with the reservoir cover as well, which I really like. It just blacked it all out right there in that section. With this V8 setup, the nice thing about this motor is it's already forged on the bottom end of the motor. So what that means is you can do stages of where you want your performance level to be at by changing the headers, porting the supercharger, changing your pulleys, putting E85 on there, throwing a cam in it. The car will drive like a daily driver. They built it like a machine. It is bulletproof. I'm not even joking. Now, as anything out there, you beat on the car too much, you're gonna break it, right? But what I mean is you can get these motors 800 horsepower, 850 horsepower, 1000 horsepower, and it'll be a daily driver. You keep beating on the car, you're gonna break it. You know, some people will say don't go too high on the horsepower, you know, don't go more than 850. And when they say that, they're telling you to the wheels. And if it's 850 to the wheels, it's about 1000 horsepower car to the crank. I know Hennessy does that kit where it's backed up by GM and you have warranty, so that's a really nice option. I've talked to them. I thought about taking this over there to them. You never know what'll happen in the future. It would be nice to see the side of the car right here say Exorcist. I don't know, that's a pretty cool idea. But if you don't want to touch it, you don't have to touch it. It comes from factory with 650 horsepower. If you feel like that's more than enough for you, which it is, if you've never driven a ZL1 before, go test drive a ZL1, but make sure you be safe. Start out in sport mode first and then work your way up, because believe me, it's gonna surprise you. All right, you guys, so if you've made it this far to the video, and of course you're waiting to see what is reason number 5 gonna be, if I covered the interior of the car, I covered the exterior of the car, and then I covered the engine, the motor of the car. What else can there be? The reason why you should get the CAMARO ZL1, reason number 5, is because this piece of art right here is going to end up being a collector's item. And the reason why I say that is because I know they discontinued the Camaro previously with the 5th, when they brought back the 5th gen. Now they're gonna go ahead and discontinue the Camaro once again. And actually, I just seen an article where GM announced another color for the CAMARO ZL1, and it was rapid blue. Absolutely gorgeous. I loved it. I like that design. It reminded me of an idea maybe it came up with the Corvette C8, because I've seen that in like that rapid blue color. And of course they did it with the CAMARO ZL1. But GM also announced that there's going to be a collector's edition CAMARO ZL1, which if you think about it, you can have that collector's edition. I'd love to see what different options it comes with that makes it a collector's edition. But to me personally, if you own a CAMARO ZL1, I don't care if it's a 2017 all the way to 2021, it don't matter. That CAMARO ZL1 is going to be a collector's item, because number one, you don't see the CAMARO ZL1 driving around very often. If you really pay attention, you will see a lot of V6s driving around, and you'll see a lot of SS Camaros driving around. And once in a blue moon, you might get lucky and find yourself the gorgeous Z28 from the 2014-2015 edition CAMARO Z28. Now, with the ZL1, you barely see that. So when I'm driving around in this thing and people are giving me thumbs up, number one, I'm very, very grateful to even have that opportunity so I can share this with you guys. But if you have one, do your best to try not to get rid of it. I know that the market is high right now. It is. It's sky high. It's actually been coming down a little bit with the prices, and people took advantage of it and sold their ZL1. Now, to each his own. Some people may not need it anymore. They moved on to something different. Maybe they got a CTSV. They started a family, which, believe me, a CTSV is not just like me saying go get a family car, go get a CTSV. That thing is an absolute monster as well. It's the same exact motor in there with the same exact supercharger, and the horsepower is right there with it, neck and neck. So, but the CTSV is a 4-door. And now with the people selling their ZL1s, again, they moved on for their reasons. But if you can hang on to yours, or if you can find one, get it now before they discontinue them, because what's going to happen is the value on these are going to go up even more. I seen the same exact ZL1 like mine at the dealership with more miles than I currently have, and they wanted $69,000 for the car. 2018, and it was black also, you know, and it looked just like my car, right? But they wanted $69,000. If you guys want to see a video on how much I paid for the ZL1 and how much my payment is and how it was structured, leave a comment down below, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to walk you guys through that, so that way you guys can pre-plan and get your hands on a CAMARO ZL1 before they discontinue these things. Absolutely amazing cars all the way around. I am planning on building this one something like that, so That's a little sneak peek that I just gave you guys. But at the same time, make sure, for reason number 5, get your hands on a ZL1 before they're gone. And it'll make it very hard for you guys to get one. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you guys have. Let me know what you guys think. If you have your top 5 reasons why you want to keep your ZL1, leave the comment down below. I would love to hear why. These are my top 5 reasons. There's way more than 5 reasons to keep a ZL1, but these are just some things I highlighted, and I hope that we can have a conversation that we can start so we can talk about how you feel and why you should keep your Camaro or Camaro ZL1. Either you have an SS, V6, Camaro in general, keep it because they're going to discontinue these bad boys. But in today's video, it's all about the ZL1. So if it's your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. A thumbs up definitely helps out the channel. Again, leave me that comment. Let me know what you guys think. I got tons of videos coming. The exhaust is already being built. I will announce who that exhaust is coming from. It's a brand new sponsor that we have for the ZL1, for Superman. Of course, that's what we call this ZL1. And we're just going to build this thing and take it to the track. I've already talked to another performance shop for the suspension, for maybe another stage of horsepower. I'm telling you guys, you don't want to miss it. I got so many things coming in the near future, and I can't wait to share with you guys. I'm learning a lot about the Camaro ZL1. This is my dream car. If you didn't know that, you do now. So hopefully, you know, I motivate you guys to be able to get what you're trying to get and accomplish as I did. So either way, you know the drill. A Dilla, bow, Superman, right there behind me. Prime time, chilling right here in the garage. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.